Now, as I look, peace and blessings, glory, glory to the eternal living God. As I look at this story with the mayor in my current city, I have never seen so many of our people upset and mad at one person, but I can understand why. So I'm gonna let the people speak. And they gonna tell you, I don't really, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gotta really say anything, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gotta say this, I ain't gotta say that. But what I will say is, why Brandon Johnson, why he spends so much money on the security detail? I asked Chicago residents and people who live out here, I asked them, I was like, the last mayor, did she have a whole security team follow her around? Why, why Brandon Johnson don't feel secure in his own native born area? He was born here. He was raised here. He know everything about this area from what I know before Brandon Johnson became the mayor or what have you. He was a principal and he was a teacher. So he been out here. You know what I'm saying? He been out here. People know of him. Why don't he feel secure in Chicago? Wasn't he raised and born in Chicago? Don't he know Chicago? Don't he know the people that live in Chicago? Don't he have family out here? Why he feels so unprotected amongst his own people? Ain't black people supposed to be his people? You know what I'm saying? They showed me his fleet of vehicles and how much money that he was spending on security. And I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, damn, that's a lot of money. I know you are an important man and everything like that, but that money should be spent somewhere else. If it's coming out of our money, if it's coming out of our tax dollars, but I'll stop. I'll let the people speak for them and let you know how they feel about their mayor. But I have never seen so many black folks sitting here mad at one person for what he's doing.
Who live in the city of Chicago so that they can understand what's going on with the budget process in our city. We are in a state of emergency, and people have to understand that if this budget passes by the current mayor, then we will have $1 billion in interest over the next 30 years. It's going to affect.
I just want to know because I live out here, you know what I'm saying? And everything that he does, it affects me in a certain way. And to be honest with you, I'm for legal immigration, but I'm not for illegal immigration. If you do it the right way, then you shouldn't have a problem if we have enough space for you. I would just like to see him invest money in the black community. As long as I've seen him being mayor, I haven't really seen him invest in black people. So this new bill that they talk about passing in the Congress, I just see my taxes going up and I have to spend even more money that I don't have towards something that I would never need or given to people who don't look like me. It's sad, family. It's sad. So I really, like I say, I really don't have to say anything, but I know the old heads gonna come out after me just because I made the video and they feel some type of way.
Our city services for many years. It is also going to make people and businesses leave our city. Right now, the mayor of Chicago is trying to pass a budget loaded with taxes against the working class, whether it is online sports betting, where there's increased rideshare fees. If you are in Uber or Lyft, go ahead and check and see how much money that you're spending. He's about to increase it again. And then he also wants to tax corporations for doing business in the city of Chicago. That is going to make them leave, and they're going to increase the property taxes. That's what just happened. I want y'all to understand how important this is. Brandon Johnson has 150 people detailed. 150 officers are protecting Brandon Johnson, his family, and his home. And yet, that's more than the CTA has to protect 79 platforms.
100? You mean to tell me 150? I thought it was like security people, but he's saying they're paid police officers. Why do you need such of a big security detail? Who in Chicago is getting at Brandon Johnson to where he's fearing his life? Who has Brandon Johnson came across and he done made mortal enemies to the day that he died? I know that, okay, when you become the president, the Secret Service, you get like 6 or 7 members of the Secret Service for the rest of your life. The rest of your life. The brother in the back, he's saying that Brandon Johnson got at least like 15 to 20 police officers that's watching him at any given time. Who is he afraid of? Who is he running from? Who's threatening this man with his life to where he have to have security like that? Isn't this his home?
Make cuts right there. That's $30 million a year that we spend to protect Brandon Johnson. But he don't want to make cuts there. He don't want to make cuts in City Hall. We got 4,000 vacancies and vacant positions, and yet they don't want to get rid of some of those positions so that we can have extra money to fill this budget. Because the unions are controlling Brandon Johnson. So they don't want to make cuts and efficiencies in the 30 departments that we have. We got a $17 billion budget. You mean to tell me we can't find $1 billion? Let me tell y'all something. They have to stop putting the burden on taxpayers, and we have to stop them. We got old buildings that we need to sell. We got old vehicles we need to sell. We could be consolidating office space. 10,000 vacant lots on the south and west sides of Chicago that we're not building on. Why are we not talking about how we can develop so that we can make money? We got outside vendor contracts that are exploded. Think of the migrant one in which they made $700 million over the last couple of years. We got outside consultants that's making a whole bunch of money. We need to be making cuts and efficiencies. Stop these taxes. It must end. And then on top of that, Brandon Johnson wants to borrow $3.8 billion. That's going to cost us $1 billion in interest. He wants to pay $283 million of old police misconduct settlements. That's going to cost us $52 million over the next 5 years. He wants to also pay for the fireman contract. That's going to cost us another.
You know what it was? When Brandon Johnson, when he first came out to be the mayor, he was telling Black Chicago peoples that he was going to fight for their reparations. Then he turned around and he was fighting more for the immigrant people. Let's put some more people up in this.
The first city council meeting he signs off on $51 million for the migrants. Since he has been mayor, this whole pro-black shit didn't happen until the money ran out. Let's be clear. If y'all want to go to the back, let's go back to when he was building migrant tent camps in the black community, and Governor Pritzker had to stop him from doing it.
I had a problem with that.
If you want to go back to those same schools that you want to talk about that Ron shut down when he ruined the school system, is the same schools he used for migrant shelters. Stop playing this pro-black shit. Brandon Johnson has not done one thing for black people since he's been in office.
But when he started up, everybody thought that he was going to do something well. They thought that he was going to do something righteous. He was talking all that good talk, talking about what he was going to do for the black community, how he can invest in the black community, how it was so much over policing in the black community. It seemed like when he got up there, and I'll tell you the truth. It seemed like when he got up there that he was only caring about the rich, the powerful, and the elite amongst our own people. Then he'd sit there, then he'd talk about poor blacks that live here in Chicago. He'd throw us in it. He'd throw us in it just to win the public view of him. Let me say some good about black people. Let me calm them down. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell them that I still care about our people, but it doesn't seem that way.
Only start talking that pro-black shit when the money ran out. When the migrant shit start dying down, now it's pro-black. But you put $500,000 in a commission to study reparations, and you gave over $1 billion and kept signing it off. And on top of that, the $1 billion that you spend on migrants, how much did you spend on black people since you pro-black? Let's talk about it. Majority of that money went to an outside company in Florida to manage the shelters, to do transportation, to do child care. There are no black child care providers that can watch migrant kids. There's no transportation providers that can transport migrants. That's $1 billion out the window in 18 months. When have you seen that type of investment in black people? So when you want to talk about real investment, let's talk about it. Where has the real investment gone? The teachers union got what they asked for. That's why they put them there. Get us the contract we want. Got rid of the superintendent, put a superintendent in there and the new board to move forward a payday loan. And she got in there and she said, "No, Brandon, I ain't moving this forward. This is going to cost us hundreds of millions of dollars in interest." And then on top of that, yesterday, his hand-picked president of the Chicago Public Schools just had a secret meeting to raise our property taxes again after they just raised in November. You ain't see that? You ain't see that secret meeting that happened yesterday? Look it up. So you can't keep talking about this pro-black stuff because it's all bullshit. His real agenda has been the teachers union's agenda, And they adopted the migrant agenda, but black people were never on that list. And black people ain't got shit in the last 3 years. And if they did, I would be the biggest champion. Because this ain't my.
But we ain't seen that. We seen that. We just seen the immigrant crisis. It kind of crawled down. It kind of went down, but it was bad because the immigrants was everywhere setting up tent cities. That's what I would call it. They were setting tent cities up at the police station and anywhere that they can. But we ain't seen nothing like that. We ain't seen. Okay, he said he would do the something like the HR 40, and that he would sit up there and he would study reparations. Whatever happened to that? You don't hear no talk about that, no budgeting, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's just like it all died over. So when the brother sit up there and say that the pro-black talk was for an agenda, I could look at it like it was propaganda. It was, you know what I'm saying? It was. He was just using it for a tool to make us listen, pay attention, and support. One more again, and I'll leave him alone.
First thing I want to do is thank the DOJ for opening up an investigation on the mayor's insane, out-of-control DEI hiring. You said in a recent interview that black people don't just look out for ourselves, but for everyone else as well. Well, clearly they're not getting the memo because they're destroying downtown and they're destroying the city with things like Teen Takeover. And when you say things like this, it just makes you look more incompetent and racist as a mayor. You need to start pushing more law and order in the city of Chicago. Help the police do their job. I am asking you all to vote for the curfew and make the curfew time permanent for.
I want to see if he's actually going to say something to the people, you know what I'm saying, that he swore to protect. I want to see if he's going to say something. I don't think he's going to say nothing. I don't think he's going to step out on that ledge like that.
Teens. Hold the parents accountable as well. Teens are doing majority of the crime, and you know it, Brandon Johnson. They're even putting it on YouTube. They're openly mocking you. They're mocking you on Instagram and YouTube and all social media platforms. And
I'm sitting up here wondering where they getting all these guns at, but at the same time, when black Chicago people come up and they say that they put all them guns in them crates in them trains, and they drop off crates of guns in the hood, that would make sense. Where is the youth? These young teenagers, they're not able to buy firearms. Why do they have so many? Where's all these damn guns coming from? That's what I want to know. You know what I'm saying? Why all these young kids? Why do all of them have guns? Why is that? Is it the fact that they want some type of black extermination amongst black people in Chicago? If you could just keep on giving our kids guns so they can kill themselves? Where are all these damn guns coming from?
you allow it every single day. Now, allegedly, inside sources tell me that you're going to use your $840 million in cash bonds to try and get reelected. Well, I'm here to tell you that that's not happening. I am demanding a forensic audit from Pam Bundy and Kash Patel for you to come here, or for you guys to come here and do a forensic audit on the mayor of Chicago. We have been calling for the Attorney General and the leader of the FBI for months now. Please do not forget about us. Harboring illegal aliens in America who commit crimes is a violation of the Constitution. I hope Trump and his team are listening and take action as soon as possible. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your comments.
You're not only the most incompetent mayor, you're the most progressive mayor, you're the most woke mayor in the city of Chicago. Where's the revenue going to go? Is it going to go to the deficit because of your math, or is it going to go to the illegals that you love so much? So here's the thing. What's going to happen is this. You are going to go to prison before you get elected out of office. You was over there in Congress sweating yourself to death. Didn't know how much that you gave to the illegal. $600 million that you put in their pockets at the time. You protect these illegal more than you protect the women of Chicago. You protect the illegals more than the blacks in Chicago. You protect the illegals more than the children who've been victimized and stuff of crime. Either you're close friend with the devil or you're sleeping with the devil. I don't know.
I don't even talk to you no more. I have no respect for you. You're raggedy. Your administration is raggedy. The Democratic Party is detrimental to America. And you, by far, have continued to let it just do whatever because you don't care, because you done stole so much money, right? And you done went down to Congress and lied under oath because you were just an idiot. You are a weak man. You are a traitor. Please bring in ICE because we are under attack.
You all invaded our communities in our city, in our state with illegal aliens. And I'm telling you right now, we're taking our city back. Everybody gonna feel safe. Everybody gonna be prosperous. Not just one, everybody, the whole Chicago. Chicago is going to flip red until our almighty God